Sparkles, my name is Mimi Girl 01 and welcome to another one of my videos. Today is 4th of July. For those here in the US, you guys already know what today means. Today marks the day we became independent from British rule. Basically, we said we went for the war. We won the war. And they finally said, okay, we'll sign the paperwork. And this is the day we declared independence. So maybe the war was gone way before this, but today was the day we declared that independence and that freedom that we now have today. Now, before we became the United States, we were a bunch of other governments before we became the United States. Declaring independence was just one step to where we are today as a government, you know. And yes, our government is not the best government, but we do things a lot differently than a lot of other governments. And I think we are pretty close to doing it right, you know. So before we became the United States of America, we were I think it was the United Convention, if I believe, or it was, we were under the convention, basically. We were the Constitutional Convention or something like that before we became the United States. Basically, each state had its own, the 13 colonies that we started off with each had their own governments and were ruled themselves, basically. And there was no united in it. There was no real unification of the government. Each state had their own government. Each state had their own laws. Each state brought its own army. Basically, it was a mess. And it wasn't until later we became the United States of America with the federal government, which foresees the state government and oversees the main laws and the practices and what laws can be changed and all that stuff. So it wasn't until later on that we became truly united. Now, if you think some of my information is wrong and you know and you've done research on it, let me know. I would love to learn more about what I do wrong, and I would like to learn from my mistakes. So if I'm saying any of this information wrong, because this is information that I learned from my history teachers, you can comment down below and say, hey Mimi, you need to figure out, you need to do your research, you know, or say, hey Mimi, you're a little bit off, here's some information that will help you, and feel free to let me know where I can look for it. Please don't put links in my comments, but you can guide me by saying, look for this, you know, and Google.